At Ohio Northern University, they have Polar Paws. They are training dogs to help serve humans. And joining us today, to my immediate left, she's the Polar Paws president. We have Madison Smith, and then we have Cassidy Higgins. She's also with Polar Paws. And then we have got with us Madison. Who is this?
This is Copper. He's a 5-month golden retriever.
Okay, and he's the example of what you're training. So thank you guys for coming today. All right, so let's start out. Tell us about the club and what you guys do on campus.
Yeah, so we get dogs from Polar Paws for Ability, and we get them, and we essentially, our main goal is to socialize them well in public outings. And then we work on their basic obedience. And when they get about a year to almost 2 years, then they'll go back to Polar Paws to get their final training.
Wow. Okay, so Cassidy, what got you involved in this activity? What was it that you liked about it?
I really love dogs, and I was actually on a tour at a different school, and they brought up how they train service dogs, and they can keep the puppies in their rooms. So I was really interested, and then when I found out ONU had that program, I got excited, and I joined right away.
Right, yeah. So Madison, what has it been like, because you've been in the program for a couple years now, to have a dog in your room and to train them and get them going?
I really enjoy it. They're like, with pharmacy school, it gets stressful. So being able to come back and have the dog, I can even take him to class. So it's just kind of nice having that. And then it gives me kind of a distraction. Whenever I'm kind of like feeling really stressed, I'll just go try to work with him on doing some new things.
Well, and that's kind of the purpose of the dog, though, what you guys are working with. You guys are pharmacy students, you get stressed. So, I mean, it's kind of nice to know that the dog really does work. And when this dog goes on, you know you're really helping someone.
No.
See, he's like, okay, I'm going to show off. But all right, so Cassidy, what is it like being on campus and, you know, taking a dog to class and doing that kind of thing?
It's definitely really rewarding, like working through some challenges. Like I know for a while my dog was struggling in class, but like Polar Paws helped me work through that, and now she's doing really well. And then also I think it's good for other people on campus. Like we do a lot of de-stress events, and like a lot of people love seeing the dogs around campus too.
Yeah. And Madison, this is not your first dog. I mean, you've had a couple already. Tell us about, you know, what happened with them after you got your training done. What happens after that?
Yeah, so I got my first one. His name was Roosevelt. I had him for about 9 months. I got him my freshman year, and then I gave him back beginning of my sophomore year. And so he went back, and now he's a official service dog. He lives in South Carolina. And then my second dog, I had Harbor. She is now back at Polar Paws working to become a service dog. So she'll probably graduate here in the next few months.
Wow, all right. What's it like? I mean, it's, you know, you can't get too attached, but you must get attached to them too.
I personally, I don't try to focus on like getting like the attachment. You're gonna get attached to them. I just try to take it one day at a time, because we don't necessarily know 100% when they're going to get called back.
See, he has to learn to like the best thing, right?
Yeah. So, like, Harbor, they had told me, hey, it may be still a few more months, and then she got called back, like, a day or two later. So it's just kind of that, like, enjoy them while they're with you. Don't try to wish them away. So, yeah, I just try to take it a day at a time and try to hope that they find their right path.
Right, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, and this is such an exciting program. So how many are in the club?
We currently have, I would say, between 25 to 30 members, and then we have probably about 15 to 20 people still trying to get approved from the fall. So it takes a few months, because you have to do some classes at Polar Paws, so finding that time to go down to Polar Paws can be a little difficult for some.
Yeah, exactly. But still, I mean, this must be, along with your career goals, Cassidy, this must just be really rewarding to have a dog and to know that you're going to help someone else.
Yeah, it is. I like seeing the dogs, like they post every time a dog gets matched with a kid or a veteran or whoever, and I like reading all the little excerpts about them.
Yeah, exciting stuff. So it's really neat that Ohio Northern let you guys do this program on campus too.
I'm very grateful that they let us do that.
Right, yeah, exactly, because having the dogs in dorms or wherever you guys live, what a challenge. So your roommates okay with this too?
Yeah, my roommates are fine. They were actually pretty excited about it.
Yeah. Last year, my roommate also had a dog, so we had 2 dogs at the same time in our apartment, so it worked out.
It's really cool to hear about this program, Polar Paws. Well, thank you guys very much for coming today and joining us. Thanks. All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.
These are the 2